Okay, guys, what we're talking about today is Chapter 9, Section 3. We're talking about the surface area of cones and pyramids. So first, let's take a look um, at the surface area of some pyramids. Okay, so in number 1 and number 2, pyramids have one base. So when we're finding the surface area of a pyramid, looking at number 1, sorry for a second, we need to orientate the board. Just give me 1 second here. My apologies. Okay, so in order to find the total surface area of a pyramid, okay, we need to first, if we write out the formula for surface area of a pyramid, we got to find the lateral area plus the area of the base. Okay, so if ever you need to find the lateral area or the area around the pyramid, which looking at number 1 would be the area of 3 triangles. That would be the lateral area. And then we add on to that the area of the bottom, in this case, the base, which is a triangle, to get the total area, or known as surface area. Okay, so the lateral area for this pyramid, or for any pyramid, you will take the perimeter of the base times the slant height and divide that by 2. Okay, so we first need to find the lateral area, or the area around the pyramid, before we then find the area of the base, add those together to get the surface area. So we'll start with the lateral area. So the lateral area is going to be the perimeter of the base. The base is a triangle. So it's that dimension plus that dimension plus that dimension. So we're talking about 9 plus 9 plus 9 is the perimeter of the base. So we got 9 plus 9 plus 9. Okay, times the slant height. Well, the slant height is actually, okay, if we take one of the faces of the triangle, which I just highlighted a green, okay, the slant height is actually the altitude of that green triangle, okay? So actually the slant height is the altitude of one of the lateral face triangles. So I highlighted the slant height in blue. So the slant height is 12.3 feet, okay? So now we're going to take 9 plus 9 plus 9 times the slant height, which is 12.3, okay? Then we're going to divide that by 2, okay? So 9 plus 9 plus 9 is 27, okay? We need to scroll down here for a second. So our lateral area, it's going to be 9 plus 9 plus 9, it's going to be 27 times 12.3, which is the slant height, divided by 2. So the lateral area now is going to be 27 times 12.3. Okay. Sorry, I want to get out my calculator. So 27 times 12.3 will give us 332.1. So we got 332.1. Then half of that will be our lateral area of the pyramid. So half of 332 would be 150, 165, 166. I think it's 166.05 square feet. Square feet. All right. So what we have just found is the lateral area of the pyramid in number 1. Another way of saying that is we've just found the area of the 3 triangles around the pyramid, which is known as its lateral area. Okay, so we have now found the lateral area of the pyramid. We now need to add on the area of the base, or the big B, okay, to get the surface area. Okay, so we need to take big B, the area of the base. We draw this triangle. We know this dimension is 9, but what is the altitude or the height of this triangle? This altitude is always perpendicular to the base, so that's 7.8 feet. So our big B in this case is going to be the area of the triangle, which is base times height divided by 2, which is 9 times 7.8 divided by 2. Okay, so our surface area of this pyramid is going to be our lateral area answer plus the area of the triangle, which is base times height over 2. So our surface area or total area is going to be our lateral area answer. The base of that triangle up there in green that I drew was 9. Okay, the height of that triangle was 7.8. So it's 9 times 7.8, half of that. Okay, so our surface area is going to be 166.05 plus 9 times 7.8. Okay, it's going to give us 70.2. We've got to get half of that. So our surface area of the pyramid in number 1 is going to be 166.05 plus 35.1. So our surface area is going to be, let's see, 166, 196, 201, 201.15 square feet. Okay, so that is the total surface area of the pyramid in number 1, 201.15 square feet. Okay, so once again, the surface area for a pyramid, okay, is going to be the lateral area, which will always be perimeter times slant height divided by 2. Once we get the lateral area, we're then going to add on the area of the base. Now, the base in number 1 was a triangle, so we had to find the area of a triangle to add on to our lateral area. Now, if we look at number 2, okay, our surface area, once again, of a pyramid, it's going to be the perimeter of the base times the slant height divided by 2 plus the area of the base. I want you to realize when we get to the area of the base is not a triangle here. It's a square. So big B is not going to be the base times height divided by 2. Big B is going to be side squared because the base is a square. Okay, let's start out with finding the lateral area portion of the surface area. Okay, so our perimeter of the base times the slant height over 2. Okay, so the perimeter of the base is going to be 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. Okay, 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10, or 4 times 10, be faster, times the slant height. Remember, again, the slant height, if I draw one of the triangular faces, the slant height is the altitude of one of the faces. So the height of that green triangle is 13 kilometers. So the slant height is 13. Okay, divided by 2. So our lateral area of the pyramid in number 2, square pyramid, is going to be 40 times 13 divided by 2. So our lateral area of the square pyramid in number 2, it's got to be, let's see, 132, 60, 520 divided by 2. Okay, so we got, whoops. So we got half of 520. So our lateral area is going to be 250, 260. It's going to be 260 square kilometers. Okay, so we got 260 square kilometers for the lateral area of the square pyramid in number 2. Another way of saying that is the area of the 4 triangles around would be 260 square kilometers. So now we have the lateral area portion of our total area or surface area. So now we got to add on the area of the base. Okay, well, once again, we're going to take our lateral area answer and add on the area of the base, or big B. Well, the base is a square, so the formula for the area of a square is side squared. If you look back above, one of the side lengths of the square is 10, so we're talking about 10 to the second power, 10 squared. So our surface area, the square pyramid in number 2, is going to be 260 plus 100. So our surface area is going to be 360 square kilometers. Okay. Again, number 1 would be called a triangular pyramid. The base is a triangle. And the number 2, it's a square pyramid. Okay. Okay, moving on to the surface area of a cone. Okay. So the formula for the surface area of a cone is going to be the lateral area plus big B. Okay. Okay. The lateral area of a cone is going to be pi times the radius times the slant height. Okay. So we need to first find the lateral area of the cone, which is pi RL, and then add on the area of the base, which is a circle, to get the total area or the surface area. Okay. So our lateral area first is going to be pi times the radius. Well, the radius of this circle, as I'm highlighting here in black, and a radius is a segment that starts in the center of the circle and intersects the arc of the circle. So the radius length is 9 meters. The slant height, once again, the slant height is 20.1. If I were to draw this right triangle, the slant height is the hypotenuse to that right triangle. So the slant height is 20.1 meters. Okay, times pi. So the lateral area, or the area around this cone, is going to be 180.9 pi square meters. So the lateral area around this cone is going to be 180.9 pi square meters. Now we need to add on the area of the base, and I'll highlight the base of this cone, which is a circle. So we need to add on the area of that circle to get the surface area. So our surface area, okay, it's going to be our lateral area answer, or area around the cone, plus the area of the base, which is a circle. So the area of a circle is pi times radius squared. So if we look up, the radius of the circle is 9 meters. So our surface area is going to be 180.9 pi plus 9 squared pi. So our surface area is going to be 180.9 pi plus 81 pi. My favorite kind of pi is French silk pie, in case you guys were wondering. So 180.9 pi plus 81 pi is going to be 271.9 pi square meters. So the total surface area of this cone, which includes the area around the cone plus the area of the circle on bottom, which is the total area or surface area, which is 271.9 pi square meters. Okay, now some students and teachers do not like to leave their values in terms of pi. So at this point, if you wanted to know the approximation of the surface area, you would take 271.9 and multiply it by 3.14 in your calculator, which is the approximation of pi, if you would like to round instead. Okay, number 4, it's a cone. So again, the surface area is going to be found by taking the area around the cone, known as lateral area, plus the area of the base. So if we're finding the area around a cone, it's going to be pi times radius times slant height. So in this case, the radius length is 4. Why is it 4? Because 8 kilometers is the diameter of the circle. Therefore, the radius is half of the diameter times the slant height of 12.6 pi. So the area around this cone is going to be 4 times 12.6, which you got to be 25.2. It's got to be 50.4. Okay, it's got to be 50.4 pi square kilometers. Okay, so the area around this cone, lateral area around this cone, is 50.4 pi square kilometers. So to get the total area or surface area, we're going to take our lateral area answer and add on the area of a circle, because the base of a cone is a circle. Okay, the radius of the circle, so it's going to be 50.4 pi plus pi r squared, where the radius length is 4. So it's going to be 4 squared pi. Well, 4 squared is 16. Okay. So our surface area is going to be 50.4 pi plus 16 pi. I also love apple pie, in case you're wondering. So our surface area is 50.4 pi plus 16 pi. So our surface area is going to be 66. It's going to be 66.4 pi square kilometers. So there's our total surface area of this cone. I believe that's it. These are the answers to this worksheet lesson plan that I was doing. I just want you to notice that the answers here don't match up with the answers that I have because I left my answers in terms of pi. So if you want to check these answers, you would have to take my answers and multiply them by 3.14, which should be approximately these answers. Thank you for tuning in.